Meanwhile, Project Veritas says multiple postal workers have come forward saying that they were instructed to separate late ballots in the presidential election so ballots could be backdated with a November 3rd postmark. One America's John Hines spoke to Neil W. McCabe with Project Veritas.
Project Veritas was, of course, involved in allegations of election fraud, uncovering these prior to the election. But now there have been several instances of, shall we say, ballot irregularities which have been uncovered by Project Veritas since the election. What seems to be going on?
Well, John, every 2 years, Project Veritas and the Project Veritas Action Fund makes a special focus on voter and election fraud. And the assumption is always that after the election, sort of that phase is over. Well, this year it is not over. Project Veritas is receiving thousands of tips by our email, which is veritastips@protonmail.com. We're getting these thousands of reports of election and voter irregularities. Probably the most scary irregularities involve the post office and postal employees who have come forward to us, John, to tell us that they have been instructed to separate out late ballots so that they can be backdated with the November 3rd postmark, obviously after November 3rd.
Now, this is not just one isolated incident. There are a number of post office workers you've heard from. Is that correct?
We interviewed a mail carrier in Traverse City, Michigan, who told us that at the morning huddle with the other mail carriers, their supervisor told them to collect late ballots and to put them in a special bin at the post office where they would then be collected and then postmarked for November 3rd. He spoke to us on tape. We blurred his face and disguised his voice, but a second Michigan postman told us the same story. He just didn't want to be recorded.
Tell us about Richard Hopkins in Erie, Pennsylvania.
So Richard Hopkins reached out to us to say that as he was gathering up the mail for his route, he was the last carrier at the facility, and he was behind a bin, and he heard and saw the postmaster grab a supervisor and told the supervisor, hey, you messed up. You postmarked one of those ballots that came in for November 4th when you're supposed to postmark all of the ballots that come in for November 3rd.
You witnessed your supervisor backdating a ballot to November 3rd?
I did not witness them backdating it. I witnessed them talking about backdating.
What did you hear them say?
They were talking about how the day before, which was the 4th, they had postdated all but one of the ballots that were picked up as the 3rd, but they had one that they made a mistake and postmarked it the 4th.
You heard Robert Weisenbacher say this to Daryl, or Daryl say it? How did you hear it?
Robert was saying it to Daryl.
Robert was saying it to Daryl.
Yes.
They made a mistake on the ballot, and they should have backdated the November 4th ballot to November 3rd, correct?
Yes.
He has now brought the attention of Senator Lindsey Graham, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and for what purpose is Senator Graham interested in Richard Hopkins, a whistleblower and post office worker in Erie, Pennsylvania?
Well, John, there's a number of things at play. Pennsylvania is a very important state, and if there are any irregularities in voting in Pennsylvania, that's going to have national and international consequences. Now, Lindsey Graham, the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, he has a sworn affidavit from Hopkins.
You found not just one, but I would guess 3 or 4 incidences where postal workers were gathering ballots and were either told or saw where ballots were being postmarked on November 3rd rather than later on. Is that the net of your discovery?
Right. That's 2 postmen in Michigan confirmed that to us, and then, of course, Richard Hopkins.
Neil W. McCabe, the communications director for Project Veritas, thank you for talking to us on One America News. Good to catch up with you, sir.
Good to be with you, John.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.